and because they are hid from mine eyes.
And see, because this goes with what Christ said in Revelations. He says, I'm coming to make all things new. This place is going to pass away, and he's bringing in a new place. This one is almost over. Go ahead.
For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth.
See, he's saying it himself. He's going to create a new heaven and a new earth, because this place is a corrupted kingdom, and this one is going down, because it's not right. Go ahead.
And the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind.
And this place, we're not even going to remember it after this is all nuked. When he's done destroying this place, we're not even going to remember this place. Go ahead.
But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy. And I'll rejoice in Jerusalem and joy in my people.
And see, when it's all said and done, the Lord is going to have mercy on Jacob, and he's going to yet choose Israel. Right. And he's going to set us in our own land. No matter how you feel about it, he chose us from the foundation of the world. Go ahead.
And the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. There shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that hath not filled his days.
And see, no, because he's going to have, this is after he gets rid of all his adversaries. That's why we're going to be able to live out our days. That's why we're not going to have no worries, because all our adversaries are going to be destroyed. That's why the prophet Isaiah is saying this. Go ahead.
For the child shall die 100 years old, but the sinner being 100 years old shall be accursed. And they shall build houses and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. They shall not build and other inhabit.
And nobody's going to take what we got again. You're not going to put us in slavery again. This is what he's getting into. This isn't going to happen again. We're going to rule over our oppressors. Oh, there.
They shall not plant and another eat, for as the days of a tree are the days of my people.
And you know, a tree stands for, it could stand for centuries. That's how he said the days of his people are going to be. Nobody's going to be hunting our steps anymore, because those days are going to be passed away, is what Christ is saying. Go ahead.
And mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands.
And we're going to enjoy our labor. We're not going to have to worry about what people are going to try to take from us. That's not going to be happening no more. Go ahead.
They shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth for trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of the Lord.
See, he calls us the seed of the blessed. That's who we are, whether you like it or not. And he already knows how you got this perpetual hatred towards us, and it's not going unpunished. He's coming after all his adversaries. Go ahead.
And their offspring with them. And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer, and while they are yet speaking, I will hear.
And he's going to answer us before we even ask for anything. Because he already knows what's needed. He knows what's going on in this society now. He knows about all this oppression, all this murdering. He knows about all of it. And you're not going unpunished.
Isaiah 14 verse 1, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
So when it's all said and done, the Lord is going to have mercy on Jacob. See, Jacob's name was turned to Israel. That's who we are. We're from that lineage of Jacob, the ones you love to hate. Go ahead.
And will yet choose Israel.
And he's going to yet choose Israel when it's all said and done. No matter how you feel about it, he's still going to choose us when it's all said and done. Go ahead.
And set them in their own land.
And he's going to set us back in Jerusalem, because that's our homeland. We know where we're from. Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all. Go ahead.
And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
And some of you are going to be over there, and you're going to cleave to us, but let's listen to your status over there in the New Jerusalem. Go ahead.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants.
Slaves. This is going to be your status over there. Slaves. Go ahead.
And handmaids.
Slaves. You're going to be slaves over there. Go ahead.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressor.
And this is what Christ said. He says we're getting ready to rule over our oppressors. Christ said this, so it's coming to pass.
And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from thy hard bondage, where thou wast made to serve.
And see, this has been hard bondage over here. And all this oppression. This has been hard. He's getting ready to get us out of this captivity. This is what he's talking about. He's going to bring us out of this. Go ahead.
Revelations 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
So he said, if anybody, because everybody has ears on their head, but he said, if you have any understanding, you need to listen to this. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Go ahead.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
And all of you that's been killing our people, it's not going unpunished. Christ is coming after all his adversaries. Go ahead.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
And this is what we've been patiently waiting for. He's going to bring us out of this. This isn't going to continue. All this oppression. It's getting ready to stop. You guys are living deliciously now, but that's getting ready to stop. Go ahead.
Exodus 21, verse 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
So now, let's see. Let's see. They say pictures speak 1,000 words. Now, did our ancestors get stolen? Let's see here. Read that one again.
And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
Christ said all the people that did this, and it was more than just Esau. We know the Moabites the Chinese had their hands in on this. We know the Ammonites, the Japanese did it. Ishmael, the Arabs, we know all about it. All of them are going into captivity, he said. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 30, verse 16. Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured.
All the people that did this and hurt our people, he says, you get ready to get devoured. This is what Christ is saying. We're reading, what are we reading? The King James Holy Bible. This is what people, they don't know what's in there. Christ is speaking to us. He only spoke to the Israelites, not no one else. Go ahead.
And all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity.
This is the prophet Jeremiah. He said all of our adversaries, every single one of them is going into captivity. What are we reading? We're just reading the Bible. This is what Christ is saying. So it's just a matter of time. Whether you like it or not, it's coming to pass. Go ahead.
And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
And isn't that what they just did to that guy in Minnesota? Preyed on him? Didn't they just prey on that guy in Minnesota? Oh, this is how he's going to do you. This is what Christ, he's coming after all the people, and he's going to kill you. This is what Christ is saying. He's going to kill all his adversaries. Go ahead.
Isaiah 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
So this is the prophet Isaiah. He said to prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquities of your fathers. This is what you did. You've been doing to us on a daily basis. But you did this in the past to our forefathers, and it's not going unpunished. This is what Christ is talking about.
For the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
And once this place gets nuked by those nuclear missiles, it's over for you. You're not going to be building nothing else again. This is what Christ is saying. This is it. This is our 7th captivity. We understand. We were in the Assyrian captivity, the Babylonian captivity. We were in captivity in Egypt. We were in the Persians, the Medes. This is it. This is the 7th one, and this is the number of completion. You're not getting us again. Everybody else is going into captivity after this. Read.
Job 27, verse 14. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword.
He says if your children are multiplied, you're just here to get that slaughter. This is why you're here, to get that nuclear destruction that's on the way. This is why you guys are here right now, to get that judgment. Go ahead.
And his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread.
And you're going, oh, that's why they're going to keep being homeless. You're going to keep seeing the people out there with signs. Homeless, I need food. That's Christ doing all of this. Go ahead.
Job 21, verse 30, that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction.
He said the wicked is reserved for the day of destruction. You're here to get that destruction that he's talking about in this Bible. You're going to get it. All his adversaries are going to get this. Read.
They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath.
And you're going to be brought forth to the day of wrath. Christ is going to do this to all his adversaries. Because see, he sees what you're doing. All this, what you just did, the people just did over there in Minnesota. He watched this. He's been watching since ancient days. Go ahead.
Proverbs 16 verse 4. The Lord hath made all things for himself.
See, this is Solomon. He said the Lord has made all things for himself. Go ahead.
Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil.
Even the wicked for the day of evil. And you're here to get that destruction. This is what you guys are waiting on, those nuclear missiles. Go ahead.
2 Pt.2 verse 9. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation.
And see, he knows how to deliver his people out of temptation. He knows how to do it. Go ahead.
And to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment.
But he's got a day appointed. Like you guys like to say, every dog has his day. Karma. What goes around comes around. This is what you say here. Well, Christ is saying it in the Bible. Go ahead.
Unto the day of judgment to be punished.
And you're not going to escape. That's why he said in Thessalonians, when they think peace and safety, then sudden destruction is coming upon them, and they shall not escape.
Romans 9 verse 21. Had not the potter power over the clay?
And see, he's the one that created the heavens and the earth. And you guys have a problem with what the potter did. He's the one that made us. And you have a problem with this. Go ahead.
Of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor.
And we were the ones that were made vessels of honor. And see, all the rest of you were made vessels of dishonor. This is why you were made, to be wicked. Go ahead.
What if God, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction?
And so he's just been sitting up there. He's seated on the right hand of God. Christ is on the right hand of God, just sitting. And he's been watching this. But he has a day appointed for you. Go ahead.
Psalms 137 verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof.
And this is when you went over to the holy mountain and took down our people. This is what that's getting into. See, it's all documented. When you went over to Jerusalem and took down God's people, and it's not going unpunished. Right.
O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed.
And he says, you guys are going to get destroyed. This is what God is saying. You're going to get that judgment. Go ahead.
Happy shall I be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall I be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones.
And this is what you did to our people. You fed them to alligators. When you had our people in slavery, it was alligator bait. You would cut the pregnant women's stomachs open, put a cat in there, and sew the woman's stomach up so the cat can just keep scratching the woman inside. You did all this stuff. Put our people in boiling pots of water. See, he's seen all of it.
Obadiah 1 verse 8. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom?
And he's going to destroy all the wise men, all men of stature. You're getting ready to get that nuclear destruction. This is what Christ is talking about. You're going to get that destruction that's written in this Bible. Because nobody gets away for what they've done here in the body. Nobody gets away. Go ahead.
And understanding out of the mount of Esau.
Because you think you're so wise, but you're not wiser than the Creator. You're not wiser than the one that created the heavens and the earth. Go ahead.
And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
So when it's all said and done, when he's done with you in slavery and after you've built the desolate cities after that nuclear destruction, then he's going to just burn you guys off the planet. This is what Christ is saying. He's going to get rid of you so you can never do this again. Go ahead.
For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
And this is the reason, because your violence, you broke the brotherly covenant against your brother Jacob. This goes back to Isaac and Rebekah, those twins in the womb, Esau and Jacob. But Esau broke the brotherly covenant. That's what this is talking about. And it's not going unpunished. Go ahead.
Shame shall cover thee.
And that shame is going to cover you. You're getting ready to get that nuclear destruction. This is how he's going to get you. You're not going to win this fight that's coming. Go ahead.
And thou shalt be cut off forever.
And you're going to get cut off forever, Christ said. You get ready to get it. And you're going to get cut off forever. That money's not going to help you in this day. No amount of ransom. Christ isn't taking no amount of ransom.
Verse 18, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble.
This is talking about that nuclear destruction. It's going to be stubble. That's what this is talking about.
And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau.
So when it's all said and done, he's got your number, and you're not going unpunished. He's getting ready to wipe you off the planet. That's what he's saying in this.
For the Lord has spoken it.
The Lord has spoken this. The Lord is the one going to do all this. We're not doing any. We just reading the Bible. You don't like what he put in there, huh? You guys don't like this.
Ezekiel 35 verse 1, moreover the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I'll stretch out mine hand against thee.
See, he's against Mount Seir. This is what he's saying. All through the Bible, he has a controversy with this land. The Lord has a controversy with this land. You're not going unpunished. Go ahead.
And I'll make thee most desolate. I'll lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
Because you've had this everlasting hatred towards us, towards Jacob. This is why he's coming after you. You've had this hate towards us for no reason. And it's not going unpunished. Go ahead.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel.
And you've just been shedding our blood. They just did it to that guy in Minnesota. That cop just killed him for nothing. It's not going unpunished. Christ has been seeing this. He's been watching since ancient days. Go ahead.
By the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
And see, God was done punishing us. But you guys just keep on with the oppression on a daily basis. It just keeps going. That's why he's coming after you. Go ahead.
Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I'll prepare thee unto blood.
He's going to prepare all of you unto blood. We're not saying nothing. Christ is doing all the saying. Go ahead.
And blood shall pursue thee.
And that blood is getting ready to pursue you all, whether you like it or not. You like to shed our blood for nothing, it's coming after you. Go ahead.
Said thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
And now it's getting ready to pursue you guys on a big level. He's getting ready to come after all his adversaries.
Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth.
And he's going to get rid of you. Let him read that. He's got Matthew 26. Yeah.
Matthew 26, verse 6. Now when Hamashiach was in Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper, there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of a very precious ointment, and poured it on his head, as she sat at meat. But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, To what purpose is this waste? For this ointment might have been sold for much, and given to the poor. When Hamashiach understood it, he said unto them, Why trouble ye the woman? For she hath wrought a good work upon me. For ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always. For in that she hath poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this that this woman hath done be told for a memorial of her.
And with that, we'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.